demands $1 million over vicious dog attack. Singer accused of blowing off the lawsuit. Now, this has been something that's been kind of going on for a while, but this is the update. Chris Brown's former employee is accusing the singer of blowing off her lawsuit over an alleged vicious dog attack that went down at his home. According to court documents obtained by Radar, Patricia Avila, who cleaned the pop star's Tarzana mansion with her sister, believes she's entitled to a $1 million default judgment. Avila says she properly served Brown with notice of the lawsuit, but he hasn't bothered to show up in court. The breakdown of her $1 million request for the emotional distress she suffered is $1 million for the emotional distress she suffered, $1,000 for medical expenses, $24,000 in loss of earnings, and an unknown amount for future loss of earnings.
All right, so real quick, let's go through two things that you just mentioned. Number one,
sure.
As far as what happened, so the housekeeper filed a lawsuit, and I think there were 2 dogs, if I remember correctly. There were 2 dogs that were in.
To add more context to what they're saying, so this video is 4 years old. The lawsuit is actually from 2020. So this happened to maybe roughly like 6 years ago, where a dog viciously attacked the housekeeper, right? So there's not a $1 million demand anymore. It's a $90 million lawsuit. She's seeking $90 million in emotional distress, medical bills. Now here in the video, she said the medical bills only cost her $1,000, which is weird because I've actually seen the video. I actually seen the photos of the attack. They said she had to actually have surgery. I don't see where she would have to have surgery at. The dog did bite her pretty well. I will show the video. I will show some of the pictures. So if you're like streamers or something like that, I'll let you know and then you can click off. But the pictures are pretty gruesome. I mean, they're really not that bad, but it's a dog attack though. You know what I'm saying? So $1 million in like emotional distress, I'm with it. $90 million is excessive now. But I think as a lawyer, they kind of tell you to aim high in hopes to get like low. Even the lowest, it could be like $1 million to $2 million to $5 million. He's gonna pay for something though, right? Because as an owner of a dog, you're responsible for your dog though. So they say that Chris Brown, I leave that alone. She might speak about this in the video though, right? So she said that there was 2 dogs, and at the point of time, Chris Brown, I guess, tried to hide the evidence, tried to move the dog out of another county. Unfortunately, or not unfortunately, because the dog was kind of wild, they euthanized the dog, laid the dog down, right? So 5 years later, the trial is only supposed to start now. Now, some of the research I did, they say that that's like normal, though, for civil lawsuits to take 5 to 6 years. So now that we hear the week is supposed to start, there was a mistrial. It was supposed to start, I think, Monday or Tuesday, and there was a mistrial because one of the people on the jury, I guess, was researching the case and like sharing the information with other people on the jury. And of course, that's a violation because they think that you're trying to persuade the jury to like lean one way and lean another way, right? You can be informed on the case, but you just can't make a biased decision. You can't be on the trial. You can't be on the jury if you're going to make a biased decision, though, right? So I'm cool with the $1 million, but the $90 million, and she's trying to also bring up his past in order to show some resemblance of the attack, which is kind of weird. That she's trying to bring in the fact that he attacked Rihanna in 2016 or something like that. Whenever that attack happened, she's trying to bring that together in order to either win this case or to seek the $90 million. I don't know how that goes together, how those two things coincide, from the dog attacking you and from him attacking Rihanna. It really doesn't make sense, but I don't know. I think the judge threw it out.
The house, and she said they're usually kept apart, and she didn't really have a problem. And I think she was making like $600 a day. So, I'm sure this was a great job for her. But she goes, at some point, one of the dogs got out and started attacking.
So this is the dog. I think his name was like Hideous or something. I forgot what Chris Brown called that dog, bro. But Chris Brown stays with vicious dogs. He even has a vicious dog now. Like he has like currently right now he has a vicious dog. So I guess the vicious dog thing is his way to go. I mean,
King her. And so I don't know if you're at the part, but maybe just kind of explain if you remember. Where did the dog bite her? Are we talking about like a little nip on the arm or?
let me pull that up because that actually that was that I got that kind of stuff from another place. Oops. Again, sorry, we're trying a whole new.
Yeah, and guys, I mean, what you're gonna see, because we're gonna bounce between two different articles, because one was from a couple of months ago, which I thought gave a little bit more description of what had happened versus kind of today what the lawsuit's about, what happened, and we'll give you an update there. But so then this one was in Fox News.
This was from a Fox News article, and the attorney for the client said that her complaint that the housekeeper was putting garbage in a trash when a very large brown dog comes out of nowhere and visually, brutally mauls, bites, and attacks. The dog begins savagely biting her face, her arms, and other parts of her person and body, literally tearing out and ripping off large chunks of her skin from her face and her arms. So
yeah, so something I thought was interesting, because you had said she was seeking $1 million in emotional distress.
90 million. She's seeking 90 million as of June 2026. She's seeking $90 million.
Damages that could come from many things. She has remained anonymous through this process, so of course, to the extent that we can look up and see pictures.
Until now.
Well, yeah, I wasn't able to see any pictures, but to the extent of the damage, anything when it comes to your face, anyone's usually going to be pretty sensitive about that. So part of the emotional distress might be, it sounds like she had to take work off for many, many weeks. But then also, I don't know what kind of scarring she's left with. I read that she had to go through multiple surgeries, which for me, I guess, didn't quite add up. And my only kind of skepticism is if she's only seeking $1,000 in medical bills. If she had multiple surgeries, would it be more than that? But I don't know. I haven't actually seen that. But look, if a dog attacked me and ripped into my face, I'd be pretty upset about it too.
And in the original story.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna tell you this, bro. I do not play with dogs, bro. Dogs, I don't know what's wrong with dogs. Like, I like dogs over cats, don't get me wrong. But dogs, bro, they snap on you, bro. Like, I had a dog attack one of my, a cousin of mine that lived in Georgia that she had been watching the dog for a long time. Attacked her very viciously, bro. Sometimes dogs just lose it, bro. Like, I don't know why, bro. They be having a bad day and they just tweak out. Like, I don't know. That dog, for you to just attack that lady like that, like, I'm gonna show you some of the pictures. They're not as bad. They're not that crazy though. Trust me. They're not that gruesome, bro. They're not that gruesome. Like, it's just like a regular dog attack. But the dogs, I just stay away from dogs. I'm just cool off of them, bro. You always and it's always be the people that say they dogs don't bite, that'll bite you in your face, bro. They'll swear like, hey, bro, nah, he doesn't bite. Man, you don't know what he does, bro. Like, come on, dog. I'm not about to sit there and take your word. He'll bite you. Just like he'll bite me, he'll bite you.
It said the occupants included the defendant Brown, his security guards, or security team members. As she lay there bleeding profusely, barely able to see as blood was covering her eyes, face, and body, she observes defendant Brown approach her, standing over her as he is speaking on his cell phone, the complaint described. And then Chris Brown reportedly ordered his security team to dispose of the dog, and it was euthanized by Humboldt County authorities per the housekeeper's statement. So he was apparently trying to get rid of the evidence of it.
And that's another thing that's probably gonna hurt him in this case. The simple fact that you try to take the dog to a whole nother county, not to basically hide the evidence, and then you kind of. They said that the lady was only offered, or somebody, the security guard or somebody, paid her like $30,000 to $40,000. I guess to like keep quiet because technically, I guess he didn't even call the cops because he said he was afraid that the call would get leaked because of him being Chris Brown. Of course, he didn't want the call to be leaked. He didn't want the emergency 911 call to be leaked, so he didn't call the cops. But you didn't really try to compensate her either, though. So he's gonna pay. He's gonna pay though, cause nobody's gonna play about, bro. What when that jury see those photos? Oh, he's gonna pay, bro, cause she's gonna be traumatized for the rest of her life. She's gonna be traumatized and dogs are everywhere. She's gonna literally be traumatized for the rest of her life because she did nothing wrong to the dog. All she did was she was doing her job and the dog attacked her. I could be literally just walking outside of my house and I see a dog. And now I'm having flashbacks of when I have PTSD from when your dog attacked me. You're going to pay for that, bro. And you're the owner, bro. You're the owner of the dog, bro. That is your responsibility, huh? Like you gotta come up out of pocket somehow. I don't understand how you was not trying to pay this lady. You could have gave up $1 million easily, bro. You get ready to go on tour again and make $5 to $10 million. You could have gave that lady $1 million and not even cared about it. She would have came back to work like nothing happened, bro. But instead, you wanted to ignore the fact that your dog attacked her. Now, let's see these pictures, though, man. If y'all don't want to see the pictures, y'all can click off. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think the pictures are that bad.
Now,
but I don't get it. Even with the Amazon workers, when the Amazon workers be like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Is there something in the policy? Like, if I'm an Amazon worker and it's a package I need to drop off and a dog attacks me, if I get attacked by a dog, what do we do from here, though? I'm not doing that, bro. You don't get paid enough to be getting running from dogs, though. Cool off that. I'll go to a warehouse before I do that. But yeah, like I said, this is a dog. He looks pretty, you know what I'm saying? He looks like he bad as hell, bro. Look like he would bite somebody, bro. You know what I'm saying? But these are the photos, right? Like I said, it's not that bad, but it's kind of crazy. Look, and the only reason why she probably escaped from this is because her sister or something that was working with her named Patrice was managed to get the dog off of him. Because you know when dogs lock in, it's hard to get them up off you, man. And when they lock in, it's over with, bro. Dang, I feel bad for her, but look, like messed her whole face up. And you only wanted to give her $30,000 to $40,000 of hush money? Come on, Chris Brown, you're worth too much money, bro. Now she's seeking $90 million. She probably won't get the $90 million. It's gonna seem like a cash grab just because of the simple fact she's trying to bring up your past and tie it into the case, which is weird. So it's gonna seem like a cash grab, but I don't want you to think that you're not. I think he knows he's gonna have to pay because it's a civil lawsuit. I think he's only going to court because she's seeking so much money. Because their lawyer probably came to her. Let me get these off. Their lawyer probably came to her. Their lawyer probably came to her like, hey, this is what she wants. And you're probably like, nah, I'm not paying that. I'll pay something, but I'm not paying that. I think that's what we're in court about, right? He's willing to pay something, but he's not trying to pay that. But I'm sorry about that gruesome photo. If that triggered anybody or any type of scrimmage, that wasn't my intentions. I just wanted to add more context to the video and let you guys know what Chris Brown has ahead of him in the next couple of days. I think the trial starts in Thursday. He's for sure going to pay some type of money, but $90 million, I doubt it. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, man. I'll see y'all in the next video.